And we're live with another night of Illinois Dota League action. Gay4Pay on the Radiant will be going up against a piece of toast. Neither of these teams have played so far, and this will be the last legs of 6.81, as 6.82 will be coming in, I would imagine, relatively shortly, maybe a couple days or so. I would say probably like Thursday or Friday, something like that. And piece of toast. They're a bit of a interesting team, bit clowny. We'll see some probably pretty interesting things coming out of them. And Gay4Pay, I'm correct here, I believe was one of the teams that was assembled from people who joined on the group, so good for them making a team there. And we'll see the Death Prophet come out first, obviously giving a lot of pushing power. Definitely going to want to utilize that hero before the nerf comes in with the, I believe, 20-second cooldown increase on the ultimate. Now, lots of things to counter the Death Prophet. Usually, you do want to counter her early and often, as late game she gets pretty tanky. And with the Ghost, you don't really need to do anything. So they'll pick up the Lich, and we'll see if that's going to go to the Lich King. And Lich is buff from 6.81 with the ice armor being able to be casted onto towers could actually come into play here. And the Chen as well, even before the new Chen buff. Kind of interesting. Don't see Chen too often. And in fact, a piece of toast may look to go for their own early push here with the Lich and the Chen.
5 seconds remain.
See if Radiant wants to continue going for a push lineup. Things like the Shadow Shaman are still available, or whether they want to just get a little element of push here with the Death Prophet and start moving into something like Team Fighter or a late game kind of lineup. Nothing going so far, eating up some of the bonus time. And so far, I mean, only a couple picks here, but the Lich and the Chen gives you a definite early game presence. I mean, you have the Lich Ball and some early nukes to come out of him, and the Chen can start a really early push. And the Centaur, I would say definitely a reasonable pick. The ultimate can maybe split you up from a Lich Ball coming in. Gonna have to watch out though, as he can get locked down a bit by some of the Chen creeps. And they'll ban out the Abaddon. Interesting. I mean, I expect these kinds of bans, these kinds of weird bans from Piece of Toast, but from Gay4Pay I wouldn't think so. And the Void ban definitely deserved with the Death Prophet. And I, for one, am going to be so glad to see Void get nerfed into oblivion. I mean, it wasn't that bad, this patch, but he's should not be as powerful as in 6.81, which is definitely going to be nice. And they'll pick up the Sand King. Probably expected for Avu, as he does play a shit ton of Sand King. And they could possibly be going with a little bit of an Egyptian theme here with these two heroes. And Gay4Pay, They've started off with 2 tanky cores, and could maybe pick up a third here if they feel like it. Things like the Lycan, Doom, Razor, Viper already banned out, but definitely
10 seconds to pick.
more are available.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Things like Kunkka, Sven, Chaos Knight, Tiny,
Reserve time.
all still available. Could pick up a couple supports though at this point. Feel like that might be the best option. They'll go for the Skywrath. They don't have the combo with the Void, so for now looks like the only setup for the Mystic Flare is going to be the Hoof Stomp from Centaur. Look to see Gay4Pay pick up another couple of setup stuns for that with their support, or with their other support pick. And a Piece of Toast, they have a follow-up stun of their own with the Sand King. If they can get a longer range stun, they can get a really good early game start here. They'll have a pretty amazing team fight ability before level 6. And at level 6 it, to be honest, gets even better. Epicenter, Hand of God, and the Lich Ball already available. What's the cooldown on this? 8 seconds? 60? Oh yeah, it goes down to 60. But 145 at start. But that should be able to get a Piece of Toast what they need in the early stage of the game. And Slark as well. So, Piece of Toast are looking to end this very quickly. Very, very, very quickly. And this is the lineup. This is a lineup where if they just get a little bit of an advantage, they can just win the game within a few minutes. So Radiant should definitely pick around this.
Only 10
and
seconds.
The Silencer could help,
Dire's ban.
especially with the global silence, to cancel something like an Epicenter, but gonna have to watch out. The Silencer is not very tanky at all. Neither is Skywrath, in fact. I do have to say, silencing the Slark, if you manage to do it after the Dark Pact has purged, would actually be pretty nice. And a Drow ban by a Piece of Toast, definitely good, as it could combo with the Silencer, Skywrath, and Death Prophet, all ranged. But I don't know if that's what they would go for. Yeah, could have been pretty decent, I guess.
Reserve time.
And Gay4Pay going to decide on their last ban here. Definitely need to ban out some more early aggression here. The Invoker, I would say it's definitely decent. Sunstrike could set up some things, but Brewmaster, in fact, probably an even better pick than the Invoker. Unfortunately, they didn't see it coming. Again, though, Silencer has the ability to stop the, well, not stop the team fight, but stop the ults in the middle of the team fight. The thing is, he's just so damn squishy that they're going to have to watch out. I don't know about necessarily protecting the Silencer, but he's definitely going to have to stay in the back. Even more than usual here.
5 seconds remain. Reserve time.
And the last pickup, still to be decided for Gay4Pay. And again, they gotta focus on this early game, because if they can get past the early game, then they have a chance. Slark and Brewmaster, the most late game scaling heroes for a Piece of Toast, and Gay4Pay can definitely beat that.
5 seconds.
With the Silencer and the Death Prophet. And the Wraith King, actually, I would say that's decent. Has a good stun. Nice solid stun. And at level 6, the Reincarnation will definitely help. Unfortunately, really long cooldown at only level 6. But if Gay4Pay can get past the early game and the early mid game, I would say they should have an advantage here.
Let's have a good, clean match today.
So it's going to be Gay4Pay going up against Piece of Toast. We'll have Black Raven on the silencer. Drop the bass. We'll be playing the Death Prophet, and heading up towards mid or up towards top with his friends will be Jaw on the Centaur. Gay4Pay will be on the Wraith King, and Mike will be leading the way as the Skywrath. Gonna wait for his friends here. Meanwhile, for Piece of Toast, we'll have Devdas playing the Chen. Up on top, we'll have Avukamo on the Sand King. Shivy will be playing the Brewmaster in mid, and going towards bottom will be Sublood on the Slark, as well as the Lich King on the Lich.
30 seconds to battle.
Pretty good ward up here. One of my favorite wards, personally, for the mid lane. And looks like a couple of roaming going over here. Centaur did spot out the Sand King over there. And they'll place a ward sentry to block that, which will be good to slow Chen down. If they can place another one, that might be good. Looks like they're not going to opt to do so.
Time for fantasy world avatars to pretend to murder one another.
Interesting. I would think you would place the sentry here, block off that camp. This camp would be okay. So it looks like we'll have a solo Centaur bottom against a Slark as well as a Lich. And Centaur is going to maybe have to watch out a little bit here. In the middle, I have Death Prophet against the Brewmaster. And it depends on how this goes here. If Death Prophet can stay back, she can definitely harass from range. But if Brewmaster gets close and gets the slow off, he can easily get a kill. On top, it looks like we're going to have an aggro try. Oh, I was coming out here with a DC. Aggro try here against just the Sand King. So looks like they're going to play a bit greedy for the first couple of minutes here with a solo Sand King. The offline Slark with Lich, though, is going to be pretty nice, especially with the Centaur here not able to do much against that, so he's just going to have to sap XP from that. So I think it's really going to come down to two things here in the early game. Well, say three things. I guess one for each lane. Will Centaur be able to stay safe and just sap XP and not die from the scary Lich Slark combo? Will Death Prophet be able to stay safe from the possibility of Brewmaster and maybe even harass him out? And will they be able to get a kill onto the Sand King? Also, things to watch out for, definitely the Chen, who has a possibility of coming in for a couple of ganks. Not at the moment, though. Only has one creep. We're going to see if they can get Avukamo off of the XP range, but he will bring the creeps into the tower for the moment. So it looks like they're going to have the Wraith King be the main carry here for the moment. Looks like they will have Lich rotating top here, and actually a little bit of harassment going out here on the bottom lane. Centaur getting a better deal of that, it looks like. Not sure if Sand King realizes the Skywrath is still on the other side again here. They will have Lich coming to the top here, which should help him out a little bit, bringing the creeps back in towards the tower. They may, in fact, look to dive this at some point. They're going to stun him. Last word coming out as well. Skywrath nowhere around. I guess he is seeing the Chen over there on the side. Has the Satyr Mind Stealer, or sorry, has the Tormentor, yeah. We'll launch the blast, doing a little bit of damage here. Has some more blasts as well.
First blood.
Oh, Okay. I did not expect that to happen, in fact. So Centaur does manage to get a kill onto the Slark on bottom lane. And I thought it would go the other way, if anything, but since Lich has left the lane now, Centaur's realized that he can basically do whatever he wants here. It looks like some aggression could be coming out on the top lane in just a moment here. Mike gonna have to back up for the moment. Creeps coming in to the tower. We'll get a little bit of damage for... Oh, actually Sand King could have thought about a stun there, possibly. Has the Lich for follow-up. Chen going to be moving over to the side, back to the jungle here for the moment. Creep's not going to do too well there. And again, Centaur's doing not too bad here. Is out of regen though, so you're going to have to watch out for that. But getting the first blood, definitely nice. And Brewmaster, I'm sure, hoping for more than just regen runes here. If he can get a haste, he could possibly get a kill, especially with the Chen coming in. But nothing doing for the moment. This Lich could actually fall here. The stun coming out as well as the last word. And just a little bit more damage. They need one more and will not get it. No Curse of the Silent here means that no extra damage to put off, but the Lich will at least have to go back to base. Which is a victory in itself. Oop, actually Chen coming in around the side has the Centaur and Death Prophet sitting under the tower. Creeps will be coming in, only a couple though. Brewmaster bottling up, not level 6 yet. The Centaur will come in along the side. Death Prophet in not a great place here, going in through the trees and will fall. Chen may actually fall here, and will, falling to the tower. So, still a decent victory, but would obviously been better to not have that happen.
Radiant's middle tower is taking
Now
damage.
Brewmaster's going to get haste rune, and this is where Centaur's going to have to watch out. He is level 6, so can use the ult if he wants to, and will do so. The haste rune still not even close to being worn off. Skywrath going to TP in, and will get the slow onto the Brewmaster. He's still going to keep diving this, though, and he will split just before dying to the tower, and will get the kill off onto the Centaur. Almost gets the kill onto the Slark. The Skywrath will get sent up the air for the moment.
Dire's middle tower taking
And did he
damage.
just have level 6? No? No, he was pretty far into level 6. But no wards here for the Radiant means that they've missed those runes. And being able to see that haste rune could have definitely helped. Also, if the Death Prophet had not gone into the tree slot here, that could have saved her as well. So make it 2-2 for the moment. And so far this lane on top, not looking too sided either way. Ooh, can they actually get this Satyr? That's actually pretty decent. Getting a good amount of gold for the Wraith King. Unfortunately out of mana for the moment though, and only level 4. Chen gonna stick around for the moment. Looking to persuade some creep here, but nothing great over here. He may just come in for right clicks.
Radiant's middle tower
Lich
is
gonna
taking
deny up
damage.
another creep here, and so far
Dire's bottom
no
tower
action on
under
either
fire.
side. Ooh, last wording and creep. Not the best, unfortunately. No harm, no foul, though. Gets the last hit. No problem. Slark being left alone here on the bottom lane for the moment, and Skywrath coming in on the side. Doesn't have too much mana, though. Waiting in the wings. And I believe Slark sees this. Oh, maybe not.
Dire's top tower is
Skywrath's just
under
gonna start
siege.
pulling here. Stack can be taken by... possibly the Centaur could take it. Although obviously Death Prophet could take it as well. What is the Death Prophet doing here? So we're probably getting another pause in a second. Is that the same as last time? Oh, I can't tell. Death Prophet doing okay, has the phase boot so far. Not opting to not go for a bottle, apparently. Interesting. Well, not sure if it paid off the first time with the death, but not looking too bad right now. Not doing so great in the last hits, though, for Drop the Base. Should be doing a lot better. 32 and 11. Wraith King sitting pretty well at 26. And the Slark only at 17. Sand King looks like he's just going to go for the straight Blink Dagger with 954 here. Could opt to go for the Arcanes, though. And what's on the Courier here? Just more wards. For Lich. See what Chen goes for as well. Could opt for the straight Ags, if he does want to. Brewmaster. Blink or Ags for him as well.
Once again,
definitely an Ags reliant team. Well, not Ags reliant, definitely Ags beneficial. Ice Armor going to be placed on the tower here. Too bad I can't heal it. And Wraith King doesn't need help for the moment, it looks like. Not level 6 yet, though. And Silencer going to be moving down. Will spot out the Chen, though. Has the net if needed. And getting pinged out here. Brewmaster going to come in. Death Prophet gets netted down and will use the ult. Primal Split goes off. And will they get the Chen? They will with the last word, I believe. Yes, they will. And Silencer going to try to run away from the Primal Split here. Going through the trees. Uses the Centaur ult. The Boulder Toss does come out. And actually, still not dead yet. Oh, will get the crit just as he comes into the main form here. And Wraith King TP'd in as well. Has enough mana for the stun. Will stun out. And Brewmaster will end up walking away with 2 kills. The Wild Wing was using the Tornado the whole time. And Blink at 8.5 minutes for the Brewmaster. Invis Rune as well means that look to see another gank coming out in just a moment. No Primal Split, though. Creeps coming in on the bottom lane. And they can get a decent amount of damage here. Wraith King gonna have to limp back home. And Death Prophet has to watch out for this. Blink coming out. And should have checked the items there. And Death Prophet will end up falling there. Oh, may have still been invis, though. Hand of God gonna be used, and they'll look to secure this tower. In the meantime, Centaur gonna get pounced on, and will end up just falling. Slark gonna try to chase down the Skywrath here on the side. Courier coming in as well. And pounce off the mark. Skywrath will be able to retreat out. Meanwhile, in the mid, Wraith King gonna try to hold off this smaller push now. Dodges the stun, Shibby, and walking towards the Wraith King, trying to catch him out. The Death Prophet did use the ult and will silence him up for the moment. Still no ult for another 15 seconds. And could see a possible re-engage if they try to chase, but they will opt not to. Tower within deny range. And they will start the denies. And there we go. Decent run for Brewmaster. Now on top, Centaur gonna see what he can do against the Sand King, but nothing for the moment. 3 in the mid for Gay4Pay. And they were thinking about going on Shibby, but not gonna be the case. Blink means he can dodge the stun. He's gonna come in and will get the slam. And Primal Split coming out. Or the clap, sorry. They're going to try to go for the Silencer. Gets the Boulder Toss off and needs just a little bit more damage. And he is not going to fall yet. Blink comes in, and he will manage to pick that up, but gets stunned up, and close to falling. The Wraith King is going to fall, though, and will they get this Brewmaster? He's bottling up, and they will get the kill. So 3 for 2, favoring a piece of toast. And they're getting a little bit of an advantage, but it's definitely not as big as it could have been. They do have to watch out for these big ults that'll be coming out, though. The Lich, the Sand King, as well as the Brewmaster, means some of these mid-game teamfights are going to be very scary. And the Slark as well. Just able to pounce around, do damage, and avoid dying with his ult. And just generally going out of vision. But because Gay4Pay haven't lost the early game here, they definitely have a better chance here. We'll have to watch the Drunken Haze, though. Gives a pretty high miss chance, meaning that late game Wraith King is still going to have a pretty high miss chance here. Actually, they could catch out the Sand King if they probably saw the creeps going, but didn't see him. And this Wraith King not going for Blink. He has a carry, so it's understandable, but it may end up hurting them a bit. And Brewmaster getting a Haste Rune at just the right time here, with 4 heroes for Gay4Pay up in the top lane here. Not sure if they saw the effects. Yes, they will, but very bad place to go. Wraith King will have the ult going into this fight. Death Prophet ult coming out, and they will be able to get the Sand King initially. And no split for the moment. They will use the Global Silence, but 2 heroes already down, and a third will follow after the reincarnation. And nothing doing there, so 3 for 1 here. And good presence of mind from Piece of Toast, seeing the Gay4Pay heroes coming in and out of this spot around the trees here. Knew that they were going to come back for another check, and went at just the right time. In the meantime, though, it looks like Centaur got a decent amount of damage on the tower here. But another tower looks to fall for a Piece of Toast. And they'll get another kill as well. Skywrath Mage, gotta respect that Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster. And it honestly could happen again here with Silencer. Probably was not cooldown at the moment, though. They will get another tower and 2 tier 1s down for Gay4Pay here. Put up a couple silences. Stop it for the moment. Brewmaster going to come in, blinks, and then splits. And they'll get an easy kill here onto the Silencer. Death Prophet sent up in the air as well and looks to fall. They will get the stun off with the Centaur. And another kill going there. And the Brewmaster definitely dictating the course of this game with his blink. And Centaur, they actually could get a kill here. Yep, will get a kill on the Sand King, making it a little bit less bad, but with the Chen creeps and the Brewmaster blink, Piece of Toast is so far dominating this game in just the last few minutes here. Gay4Pay may want to consider going while the split is down for another 70 seconds. So far, no real items coming out here. Looks like Death Prophet will be going for Yules. Centaur has the blink, which is nice. That's about it. Meanwhile, Brewmaster already halfway to the Axe if he wants it. Slark has a blink as well. Sand King getting close to his. Chen has the mech, and will probably start looking towards building the Ags. Meanwhile, in the jungle, they'll use the Centaur ult to save the Wraith King there. Gonna blink, and not close enough for the clap at the moment. TB coming in from the Skywrath, and no split available for the Brewmaster means he could actually end up falling here. This will be a great kill if they can get it, and they do. Using the Exorcism for that, but definitely worth it. Down for 40 seconds. So great kill coming out here from big overextension by the Brewmaster, not realizing that most of the Gay4Pay team was grouped up behind the tier 2. And down on the bottom lane, Sand King as well as the Chen. Thinking about possibly pushing out this lane here. Oh, actually, not noticing the big dive going off here with the Slark as well as the Lich. Skywrath not in a great place here. Thankfully, the other heroes didn't realize he was going to go. And the Epicenter going to be used, and Death Prophet will fall. Using the Epicenter, and completely fine with using it here on a single kill. They will the Primal Split for the next fight. And DD ready to be taken by whoever so needs it. Brewmaster probably going to come pick that one up in just a couple of seconds here. They will get the Tier 1 tower here on the bottom lane, so all Tier 1's gone for Gay4Pay. And another couple of items coming out. Sand King will get the blink. And they're not going to stop. They're going to look for this Tier 2 here. And Gay4Pay, if they want to defend this, they're going to have to group up with 5. They can't do a couple. They need to have everyone here. Because you're going to have the split coming off. Hand of God as well as available. Lich Ball hasn't been seen yet, and will definitely be coming out for this fight. Exorcism still on cooldown for another couple of seconds, though. Gonna have to wait for that before they do anything, but it looks like the Blink Clap is going to come in. No, not yet. Saving it just for the moment. And now he will. Blink Clap and the split coming out. Great Sand King stun. And the Sandstorm as well. And the Lich Ball will not bounce to the Silencer, but they will get 4 kills, looks like, as they are blocking up the Wraith King. So, 4-0 here for a piece of toast. And Gay4Pay grouping up all in this area. Not a great idea with the AoE power that Shibi and Avakamu have with the clap and the Burrow Strike. And it looks like they could actually go for this Tier 3 here. Grouping up, and will decide to back up. Yeah, definitely a good idea, as the respawn times still a little bit low for Gay4Pay. Check the XP graph here. 10,000 moving towards 12,000. 4 piece of toast here. And 14,000 in net worth. And the kills just keep getting higher. They'll go for the Rosh. And no vision here from the Radiant. Not sure if they saw it from this. They may have. But doesn't look like they're gonna do anything about it if they do know about it. And I would say give this one to the Brewmaster. But they may opt to do something else. Could give it to the Slark, though. Will give it to the Brewmaster. 1843 on the time for that. And he has the Ags as well. And 20 seconds on cooldown for the split. So this next fight is going to be a disaster for Gay4Pay if they don't have the correct setup here. If they can get the initiation off onto the Brewmaster, it could work, but it's really about all about who gets the initiation in these team fights. Because they do have the ability to kill the Brewmaster and silence him up for a decently long time with the Silencer as well as the Death Prophet. But if Piece of Toast gets the initiation, they are just gonna destroy the team fight, get a tower or two, and continue building their advantage. Get the pounce off onto the Skywrath here, and they'll use the Mystic Flare, and gonna be close to killing the Slark. He's gonna use the ult, though. And Chen Creep's coming in, Lich coming in as well, will use the Lich ult, and it will bounce back, get the Death Prophet kill, and the great global silence coming out just as he blinks in means the split's not gonna happen for the moment. And they'll see if they can wait out this Death Prophet respawn here. Gonna dodge the stun is Shibi, but not gonna use the split for the moment here. Sand King Burrow Stripe coming in though, will use the Sandstorm as well, and they'll get the kill onto the Centaur. Mech gonna be used, and they should be able to get this tower with relative ease here. Actually, tower coming down on the bottom lane just from creeps.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Did he? Yeah, cancel his ult. Didn't even see the tail animation there. But 4v5, do they want to take this on the high ground? Actually, with the split, they definitely
bottom tower
are going to have to. The Silence are going to fall shortly with the Pandas being able to kill him off. And Mystic Flare off the mark. Skywrath going to fall as well, presumably. Yep, earn charges.
Radiant's middle tower is quite a spree.
Brewmaster will pick that one up.
Double slaughter.
And they're just going one by one now. Brewmaster going to get sent up in the air. And Blink Pounds coming in from the Slark. And reasonably close to dead, but uses the ult. And they should start working on the racks now. 2 heroes down for Gay4Pay. And the racks at half health. Bro Strike coming in, and they will just evaporate the Death Prophet. The Death Prophet evaporated. With the Penitence from the Chen amplifying a lot of damage. Will get the last hit onto the melee racks. And they should be able to get the range here as well, if they so desire. Gonna get sent up into the air is the Sand King, and the Lich Ball coming out once again. Centaur caught in the middle of things and will end up falling. And this is getting out of hand very quickly for Gay4Pay. Wraith King looks to fall as well. Has the ult, but probably not going to be able to get out, and they will call the GG. 22 minutes in. So, actually, Gay4Pay had the advantage just a couple of minutes into the game. But come mid-game, that fight at the top lane where Gay4Pay was caught out going around to check Sand King's Sandstorm ended up giving a heavy advantage to a piece of toast, and they just built on that, getting towers every time with the Chen creeps. And Brewmaster Blink Ags certainly didn't help. And they capitalized on that for a 22-minute win. Well, that was Gay4Pay versus Piece of Toast, and coming up in just a few minutes here will be Phoenix and the Wingmen versus Gay4Pay here. I'll turn up the music, and it should be starting in just a few minutes here. So stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly.